Hello and welcome to all of our listeners to the first episode of the In the Area podcast. We're happy to be doing this today. So for topics, we're not 100% sure quite yet where we want to take this, but we know we want it to be gaming related and around kind of lifestyle, and especially with the 517 organization. So without further ado, my co-host here for the first episode, Joe Riley, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, no problem.
And let's jump right in. So what do we got?
TikTok about to be banned in the U.S.
Ooh. Right. Well, we won't go into the politics of that behind it, but if TikTok gets banned, what's that leave for the creators?
I have no idea, really. Because I'd say one of the hardest things for creators is making a platform jump. Like even big names like Ninja going to Mixer. One of the, he got a bunch of money from that. And, of course, Mixer's now dead in the water. But, when he jumped there, he lost so many numbers.
Right. And, I mean, most of those big-name creators for TikTok now moved into the Hype House. So what happens to all their income and their monetizing and
I don't know
who's paying for that?
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering if there's any, contracts involved, too, with TikTok.
Yeah. And the next question is, do they move?
Yeah.
If it gets banned in the U.S., do they all go to Switzerland? Do they go to Australia? Do they move out of the country?
I don't know.
I just don't see how they can take their platform outside of TikTok.
Well, TikTok had such a unique creation.
Right.
Way.
And then the next question is does the U.S. come out with their own version of TikTok for Americans?
Vine 2?
Yeah, like Vine 2.0.
We need Vine.
We need Vine. The only thing that can bring us back from 2020 is Vine 2.0. 100%.
Yeah. Twitter brings back Vine. I mean, TikTok did it. The short form content, I think Vine could come back now that ads on content are more commonplace.
Yeah. And even ads in text messaging now is starting to be accepted.
Ads in text messaging?
Yes. So a lot of popular creators are using text messaging, like Ninja, and now his bio says yo, text me now, whether you actually, they use a number that bounced off the real number and then everybody can text him, or Gary Vee does the same thing now to where I get 2 or 3 text messages a week from kind of like an ad, or not so much an ad, but whatever they choose to send them. So I think people are opening up more to accepting almost like advertisements through text messaging, kind of like they do email now.
Yeah.
Where it's not quite yet to where you can advertise like you can on email through text messaging, but they're starting to open up to that, to where they...
Yeah, I think this might get a little too into techie world, but I think as soon as text messaging all switches to rich, I forget what it's called. Instead of SMS, it's whatever iMessage uses.
Okay. You talking to the wrong person, but okay.
Basically, it'll probably allow for more substantial ads, but overall, I think people are. I hate to say it, but I think people are more open to ads and just about everything to get content.
Well, even it's so much more relaxed now. Like businesses can use text messaging now to talk to employees and stuff like that, where it used to be very formal, like company emails and stuff like that. It's much more relaxed now.
Yeah. Because, you get text messaging, or not text ads and email. You get ads all over. You open up TikTok, there's an ad straight away. You open up Twitter. Actually, I think Twitter has the best implementation.
Yeah, Twitter is by far the best, limited ads, to where I only see a couple of sponsors messages in my feed.
Well, even then, they do a really good job with cookies, I think. And they send you stuff that you're probably... I mean, it's an ad, of course, but it's not invasive.
For my personal Twitter feed, I just get sponsored images of other organizations. And I'm not looking to join, but thank you. That's cool, I guess.
It's I'm kind of already a CEO.
Yeah, it's I'm not interested in joining another organization, but thank you. If the opportunity arises, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, plus we have, let's see what else we got. We got new games coming out. Hyperscape, right?
Yeah.
Which pretty much looks like Ubisoft's version of Valorant.
I think everyone's trying to dip their toes in the
the very futuristic.
We first had the battle royale. Everyone wanted a battle royale, and now
Call of Duty wanted it. Yeah, everybody wants it.
Now everyone's their special magic royale or something. I don't even know what to call Valorant. It's like,
can we be honest?
Yeah,
I've never played Valorant.
Oh, I haven't either.
Nope, never played it.
It just looks like battle royale Overwatch or something.
Yeah. I've never been into the really futuristic games. Like Advanced Warfare for me was as futuristic as it got, and I hated it. I hated
Infinite Warfare?
It wasn't Advanced Warfare. No, Advanced Warfare.
Well, yeah, there was an
Infinite Warfare 2. I think I bought that one, like played it for like a week, and I just returned it.
Yeah, everyone hated that one.
Yeah, that one was terrible.
Yeah.
Advanced Warfare, like when you start walking on walls shooting weapons, you're way out of my league.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see how it performs. I mean, honestly, the trailer looks appealing. Like I could see myself trying it out, but
yeah, I thought it was really cool. I haven't tried it out either, but I think they got a fair jump into the thing.
Right.
Fortnite's kind of getting old, I feel. Even though
after season 3, it got old real quick.
Yeah. But like they're on chapter 2, season 3.
They're doing chapters now?
Well, they did the whole black hole thing.
Yeah.
Right? And then that made Fortnite 2 essentially.
I thought every big season was just like a Travis Scott event.
Now they got like a lot of water or something. The trailer.
Yeah, it's like a SpongeBob theme.
Yeah. Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yeah. It's what Battle for Bikini Bottom should have been.
Kind of makes me want to get back into it, to be honest.
Because apparently, they did something so heinous in that game. Was they put a new voice actor for Mr. Krabs?
They did.
Yeah.
Wow. That takes some audacity right there.
It sounds like just so wrong. Like you can tell when you grow up on that.
Didn't they like? I assume they bought the licenses to use it, right? So why not just use his voice? Did the voice actor pass away?
I have no idea.
Interesting.
This is why we need the separate person to be looking.
Yeah,
up
this is gonna be Joe's future job. Okay,
Yeah.
is to look this information up. But
as soon as you start paying me.
Yep. We are taking donations.
That's a good segue into affording the new MSRP for games.
Oh yeah, I remember cheap games $59.99, and you'd look at it and you're like, that's pretty steep. And now this next generation,
Wii games $49.99.
Were they?
Yeah, Wii games were $49.99. PS3 came out and they went up to $59.99. And
that was steep.
Like,
I always thought that was steep. Yeah, like that was.
Whoa.
We were just kids, man. Yeah, we were just trying to mow lawns and sell lemonade to afford these Call of Duty games.
Yeah, we were raking change together to afford the next Call
asking
of
our
Duty.
parents for some money, and now these next generations are gonna have to pay $70 a game.
Yeah. And now we're adults, so we spend
record high unemployment. Game prices go up. Good luck, kids.
Oh, politics. We always jump into it.
Yeah, it's hard to avoid.
Well, the problem is everything's so tied to that right now.
Especially right now. Yeah, this year's been a crazy year.
Yeah. We're not even social distancing.
Are we going to get more in return for the extra $10 that they're taking from us? Like, do we no longer have to pay for season passes?
More good graphics.
Better graphics? Not capped at 30 FPS for consoles? And
well, yeah. I hope the PS5 doesn't cost so much. We haven't gotten a price confirmation for Xbox.
I feel like you could easily hit the $499 price tag.
Oh yeah, but
easily hit the $499.
And they did that with the PS3, but
was the PS3 $499?
I believe so.
Really?
Yeah, let me look it up. I got this laptop in front of me for PewDiePie.
I didn't think it was. I had the PS3, the Fatso, and the Slim.
Launch price.
Yeah, I had 3 PS3s: the Fatso, the Slim.
Yeah, $499 and $599.
In $599?
Yeah, $599
then
was for the higher hard drive.
It's definitely gonna push $700. I feel like.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then they got the PS4 down to start at $399.
And what's an Xbox is called the Xbox
Series X.
Yeah, Series X versus the Elite or X. Xbox X, and then
So they've got the
way to not confuse us.
Xbox, the Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, and Xbox Series S.
Yeah. Who's ever on their like team for naming?
They just need to put an Xbox Series E so they can have an Xbox Series SEX.
Yeah. I mean, they're just following the steps of Apple, I suppose. You know, SE. We'll just add some extra,
which is just an
add
SE.
some extra letters to the end of that and double the price tag.
Yeah, people accidentally buy the 2016 one, not knowing that, this one's 4 years old.
Probably gonna think it's a great deal. I would. That'd be a mistake I make.
Yeah. $399 for a brand new phone.
So then, if you pay anything really over $500, even at $500, why not just build a PC?
I feel like the thing,
because everything's cross-platform now.
The thing with console is you can power it on and know that your game's gonna work right away when you want it to.
Yeah, but
I feel like
PC's limitless in.
Yeah,
you're not capped. Like whatever you want to do, you can do.
Yeah,
like,
you can crank down the texture quality and it'll look like garbage, but you can run it.
Yeah, but or you can just dump money into it and play it 4K and 60 FPS. But
yeah.
And like Xbox now, there's no argument that like controller gaming, like you can just plug your Xbox controller into PC and play.
Yeah.
Where PlayStation doesn't have that. You know what I mean? You can't plug a PlayStation controller into.
You can plug it into PC and it'll work. Yeah. It'll even work Bluetooth straight away. Steam has their own controller profiles and everything for it.
Yeah. So then why even buy controllers? Like 10 years from now, Xbox and PlayStation are just going to be like Sony and Microsoft. They're just going to be selling controllers.
I mean, they're practically selling a PC right now, but I think
that's the thing though. They're selling a PC without all the accessories and everything. Like you can't go on Google.
I think a console is a PC for casuals.
Yeah.
Because you the people who owned Xboxes were the people who play Madden and pay $60 every year for a piece of garbage, and
right.
The people who play Call of Duty pay $60 a year for a piece of garbage.
I mean, the only reasons to buy consoles anymore are just for the exclusive game titles. Like that's it.
Well, even then, like PlayStation is the only one with exclusives now.
Yeah.
Like people keep saying Halo, but they haven't come out with a decent Halo in how many years?
They got the remastered series.
Yeah, but you can buy remastered on PC.
Yeah. I don't know. Things are gonna have to change eventually because nobody's gonna keep buying consoles in the long run.
I'm gonna buy the PS5 eventually.
I'll just put another $600 into my PC now, and
well, I mean, my PC's already like $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what to do. Like, I just from my opinion, PC you get a lot more options, but you also invest in like a
the one
high
thing
refresh
I will
rate.
say though, the downside to this whole cross-platform thing that everybody started doing in gaming on PC is the hackers. Mm-hmm. There is zero, like Warzone right now, zero anti-cheat software, just none at all.
Yeah,
I watched Tim the Tatman this morning. And the guy just straight up was using aimbot, and like everybody was laughing about it. He just was openly admitted to it. Said for 6 months he's been using it. 6 months.
Wow.
Just open hacking and no action taken against him.
Oh,
and everybody was
fun.
reporting him. So
no one was even reporting him.
We never had hackers back in the day, like not like that at least, to where you could openly hack for 6 months on a professional Twitch streamer's channel and not get banned.
The streamer wasn't doing anything?
No. It was just Tim the Tatman. He got killed instantly with Cloaksy this morning.
Why didn't he report him though?
They did. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. He like openly accepted that he was going to get reported and just didn't care.
Huh. Weird.
And you didn't have that back when there wasn't cross-platform. You know what I mean? Like Sony and Microsoft.
Well, like,
minus you had like...
I feel like back then it was kind of impossible to hack consoles.
Yeah. I mean, you had like Lizard Squad that would just take the servers down.
Yeah.
Back, and...
But that's just like a server. I'm
yeah, that's
about,
just...
Like,
that's on like Sony and Microsoft
modding the game. Aimbot,
It's because you can do a lot more hacking with PC than obviously with console. Because console, you're pretty limited.
I mean, you can shoot baby Yodas out of a SMG.
Right. Point taken. So they need to figure that out first, and then kind of go from there, because that's the biggest thing. Because nobody enjoys the game when there's a bunch of hackers in it.
Yeah.
Unless you're the one hacking. Not that we condone hacking, but.
You're on GTA 5 modding.
Okay, calm out. So what? Might have modded GTA here and there.
Yeah, you get your fast walking. That's so funny.
I told you, it's just my FPS, 240 hertz.
Yeah. It's just not compatible. With
Right,
240
exactly.
Hertz. Yeah. Ubisoft's got a new presentation coming out July 12th for their game. So hopefully...
It's just Hyperscape, right? That's all the...
I think they're showing Assassin's Creed.
Are they? Interesting. I play Assassin's Creed.
And apparently, from what I heard from IGN, if you watch the presentation, you get a free copy of Watch Dogs 2.
Really? I love Assassin's Creed. I've played most of them, but I don't love it for a $500 price tag.
Yeah. I bought...
I'm sorry, $560 price, or $70. $570 price tag now, because I'm assuming the console is just going to be $500 to play it, right? And then you got a $7 game.
Yeah.
Unless you bundle it.
Well, I'm sure you can buy Assassin's Creed on PC.
Right.
And then you can just run all the fancy...
textures, like Minecraft.
I mean, yeah.
And that's the other thing. Does anybody play Minecraft on consoles anymore? Like, is that still a thing? I know they came out on Xbox, but I never got into that.
Minecraft on consoles?
Yeah.
Honestly, I always found it hard.
I found it impossible unless you put a keyboard in. Yeah, unless you put a keyboard in.
Yeah. I think it's just kids. Like the people who play the tablet version of it and everything. Like the iOS.
I can see that, yeah. I think Minecraft's doing a really good job at, like, continuing to...
I'm honestly surprised they've been able to
upgrade, like, continuously,
and be relevant,
right?
Thing.
Which, I mean, back in the day they were huge, but like now, even still, they have their everybody still plays Minecraft at some point now. I mean, it's one of those like games that
it's a household name, yeah.
Yeah, it's a foundation.
Yeah, especially with the new Minecraft Dungeons. You ever play that yet?
I've not yet. I never played like the dungeons. Haven't gotten into the realms. I know that's new. I just play the classic Java.
Yeah, it's like $20, which isn't bad for like an entry price. And then you've got it's a top down, dungeon crawler. It's fun,
right?
Like it's not proper Minecraft, but it's fun. You fight. There's like a huge like. You can adjust the difficulty to a point where it's like impossible to like, oh yeah, I can get through the level. And I guess they're procedurally generated.
But where are they making their money from still to do all this? Everybody's got an account.
Sales.
Like everybody's got an account by now. Like it's got to be Realms, because I've got like 3 Minecraft accounts myself. So
yeah,
and I feel like
they've got the Windows 10 edition. You have to buy texture packs and worlds and stuff. So I'm sure they're making money off that. Merch is big.
Yeah,
everyone
merch
buys
is big.
Minecraft
Everybody
merch.
buys, yeah. I guess if they can make it work, I mean, they've come this far.
Yeah, I don't know how they're making money, because like beyond the $28, was it $26.95?
It was. I remember it being $24, $27, like $26.99, and I think it's up now again. Which honestly, that's super cheap.
I bought it back when it was $26.95 on those cards. Yeah.
Realistically, they could sell it for probably $49.99. People would still buy it.
They could sell it for $60.
Yeah. People
would
would be very upset.
Yeah.
But they would still buy it.
I could get 2 copies of Minecraft for this price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking about money, Ninja, I believe it was yesterday, had his first stream back on YouTube.
Yeah.
From Mixer. So he chose not to go to Twitch.
Yeah, I heard, so from what I heard, we haven't talked about Phil DeFranco yet, but, I watched him, he covered, something on it where he's talking about how, I guess this other account that like manages him or something says, he's still in the process of like, deciding, but, this was sort of just like a spectacle to show like what kind of like viewership capacity, because he went from like hardly anything.
Right.
He had 150,000 concurrent viewers on YouTube stream.
Yeah, that's Twitch numbers back in the day.
So like,
and I know Fwiz was happy with him.
Yeah, I think he's trying to push like a deal. Like he's trying to.
I think he should, because Twitch obviously mistreats him and always did a lot of times. Like after he left, like what they put on is.
I have a feeling he's going to YouTube Gaming.
Yeah, honestly, like I said it was either that. I don't see him going to Facebook because.
Oh no!
Facebook's slowly dying each and every day.
Facebook is where you go to die.
Yeah,
they're going through their own.
So it was really like Twitch or YouTube, and or there was the rumor though that him, Shroud, and the Doc were gonna go make their own streaming platform. The three of them.
Honestly, I wouldn't be against that.
And I could see it, and I also see a lot of lawsuits heading their way.
Well, Dr. Disrespect is no longer under contract. Ninja isn't. Shroud isn't.
Right.
Like, they're
and
free
we still don't know
people.
what happened to Dr. Disrespect. They still haven't given us an answer. Who knows? I mean, I support the Doc. Always have. But I mean, obviously there's everybody makes mistakes. I don't know what could have happened this time. But
yeah, I mean, just ban Alinity already.
I mean, he goes into a bathroom and his cameraman comes in, he gets banned, but Alinity just abuses animals on stream and
yeah, exactly.
Let's shows profanity, has nipple slips and everything else, and still no ban. But she took a self ban. Remember, she took a 3-day self ban to punish herself.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
That
she self banned.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think there's
remember
lawsuits.
when Pokemon showed Pornhub on the stream?
I feel like a lot of creators eventually make a mistake of showing something they shouldn't, just with Streamlabs. And
I feel like
a
if
stream
it's a
key
mistake, like that shouldn't be something they're punished necessarily. Even though that's like, okay, yeah, you don't click links in the middle of a stream. Like, oh, let's just drag my Chrome browser to the window that's showing to thousands.
Well, and then there's Summit, who lost the Monster sponsor.
Oh yeah,
because of some recreational activity that was supposedly a vase.
Yeah.
And but like, here's the thing I didn't understand with that. So with Monster, they have a lot of creators, especially athletes, you know, under their name.
Yeah.
Are we really supposed to assume that they're not enjoying any recreational activity? You know what I mean? Like that's kind of that.
Monster itself seems pretty recreational.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I get it though. Like, you know, who he's streaming to and stuff like that. I totally get where they're coming from. But
I always thought Red Bull was more for sports, but I guess Monster does a lot of like sports.
And
too.
I always saw Monster as someone that could kind of understand that, and Red Bull being super, like, absolutely not, can't have that. But
yeah, Red Bull's still Sports Ninja, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess speaking of ads and Facebook gaming, like they're going through their own little adpocalypse, like YouTube. Like everyone, huge, Microsoft, Coke, HP, just about everyone is like withdrawing ads from Facebook.
Yeah.
Like
what Elon Musk said, he'd buy it and shut it down. Like, I don't know why we didn't let him do that.
I mean, you got to keep the old people somewhere.
What if we just take it off the App Store? We'll leave it up. We'll leave it. Just take it off the App Store.
Yeah, but it's just like, you know how Facebook used to be for the young people. They'd be on there. That was like the social media.
And then everybody's family members joined, and
like your mom's on there.
And everybody
Farmville.
Everybody left.
Everyone left. Now it's all like a bunch of like 40, 50 and plus sharing recipes.
Right.
And like, where are they gonna go if Facebook shuts down?
I'd be super scared that they all go to Instagram.
Yeah.
Because that would be the closest thing.
Well, it's owned by Facebook.
Right.
Which also might be a problem.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Instagram, though. Instagram's like a solid platform.
Instagram's still, like, surprisingly...
They're pushing ads more now. I have noticed that. I think everybody has. They're pushing a little bit more ads.
Yeah, they put 2 ads on stories now, and like, what have they got? Like, 3,000 ads.
Everybody's got to make money, though. You know.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Instagram ads are just as non-invasive as like Twitter, because like.
Sure.
With a story ad, like on Snapchat, you can, well, not even with Snapchat ads, you can't click through the Snapchat ones. They got a little timer on them. But Instagram, you know, you don't want to see an ad, you just click.
Here's the thing with Snapchat. We're all in our like 20s now. Who's still using Snapchat?
I don't even know. Yeah.
If you still have streaks on Snapchat and you're if you're out of high school.
Yeah.
delete the app. Delete the app, dude. Grow up. Like,
I never really understood the purpose.
Are you going to be engaged in just sending shoulder pics to people saying like morning streaks? Like,
I sent shoulder. Why you no respond?
Yeah, like you just going to send a picture of your carpet still? Like, I think it's time to move on from.
Streaks.
I think it's time to move on from those streaks.
That was like a thing. Like you just send streaks to this list of people for no reason.
Yeah, absolutely no reason at all. Like that was the generational thing. Is you
what's the point of streaks? Other than like,
and people say it like shows people that they care, but it's like super empty. It's like the most empty thing. Like I can send you a picture when I wake up at my ceiling and just say morning streak, and then pretty empty. I don't.
Yeah, I get that.
And I mean, everybody's just aging.
You know,
I feel
you
like
want to
Snapchat.
talk to someone, you FaceTime them. You just randomly FaceTime them.
Exactly.
You know, you pick up in the shower and you're like, hey, I need a minute.
And I mean, we're all slowly aging here. Snapchat's eventually just gonna. It's a new generation thing. I mean, you can't just. I can't see myself in my 40s on Snapchat.
Oh no! It's
like Twitter, sure. Like pretty much any other platform besides.
Well, the problem with Snapchat is because you've got this delete basis with everything. Like as soon as I see it's gone, I'm old. I forget things.
Yeah.
Like what did I send you 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, like the messaging in Snapchat is just awful because it always goes away, and I'm like, I have no idea what I told you.
It's like they respond an hour later. I'm like, wait.
Or
what?
the one thing I'm super guilty of is I'll be having a conversation on Snapchat and I'll be waiting for them to respond, and I'll set my phone down, and I come back and it fell asleep, but like Snapchat registers as it's still open. So when they send the message, and I open up my phone, it just says read, and I'm like, I have no idea what you just said. Can you repeat that? And then
yeah.
There's definitely some flaws.
I mean, like I think Snapchat's perfect for people who like drunk text, but that's about it.
It's like high school. It's like middle school, high school social media platform. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like barely usable.
I'm in my 20s now. If I say something, I mean it.
Yeah.
Like,
well, you have to mean it, especially if you're a CEO.
Yeah, like if I say something, I mean it now. I'm not just gonna, have it be deleted.
Yeah.
A few seconds later. Not that it's actually being deleted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big brother. But yeah, I think you'll slowly see. Is the new generation our generation? Is that still millennial? Either way, we're just gonna say it's not right now. I think the generation now that's in their 20s, the next generation that are now still in middle school, you'll see continue to use Snapchat. But I think our generation's slowly going away from it.
Yeah, I think it'll just remain as an early generation.
Yeah, an early generation.
Like, it'll be adopted, then just deleted from phones.
Right.
And then eventually, if people who keep it on their phone will get a snap from their ex or something.
Right. And now the dating apps that I see. So like the trend always used to be Tinder, right?
Yeah.
But now I see Bumble everywhere.
Yeah.
Which apparently that's where the guy makes an account, but the girls have to reach out first. Yeah. That's apparently how Bumble works. Not that I'm not on the dating sites, unfortunately. But maybe I should be.
Yeah, they have to message first.
Right. And so now those are all the the Instagram ads I see, the Twitter ads.
David Dobrik's pushing it like crazy.
Right. And which clearly is not targeted ads, because I feel like you'd have to download Bumble to have it be an ad, but yet I still get the ads. So
yeah,
I guess targeted to the age group.
I stopped.
Just single white male in the 20s. Send the Bumble ads.
I honestly gave up with dating apps just because everyone's so disingenuous on them.
I never could do it. I can't go to my family and be like, yo, met this girl off a dating app. Yeah. She's the one. I mean, there's people out there that have the story. It's like one of my good friends, our family friends, found her husband on a dating site. So obviously it works, but just not for all of us.
There's people who are genuinely looking for a relationship, and then there's people who are just on there to hook up
culture. Yeah, the hookup culture.
Like, my dorm's empty for the next 2 hours.
Right.
Come over.
Exactly. And I mean, it's genius for the people that created the apps. You know what I mean? Like the Tinders, the Bumble, the eHarmonies.
It appeals to, just like psychologically to everyone. Like just swiping.
But do you remember how like appalling it was to people when dating sites first came out?
Yeah, it was like,
Like,
oh, you're one of those people?
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, you're on a dating site. Like, you can't talk to people in real life. And now it's just...
YouTube used
it's
to be
normalized
a dating
now.
site.
No, now dating sites are just...
Yeah.
It's so mainstream.
Yeah, it's weird. Now you use dating sites to make friends.
Right?
Like, they've got a whole thing. I forget which platform it is. Is it Bumble? I
mean, no one...
I think it's Bumble. You can go...
At least for guys. I can't say the same thing for girls because I don't know that perspective. But for guys, there is no bigger platform that guys have made friends on than console gaming.
Yeah.
Microsoft, Sony, you name it. The gaming, the Call of Duty lobbies, the people you'd meet, that is where everybody made their friends.
What? I think the next biggest thing for making friends, like within the last 3 years, Discord.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you get in a server, you just talk to people.
Right.
It's so easy. It's
and
free.
that you can live stream now and stuff like that. You can movie share all different channels and stuff like that. Discord, I feel, is definitely going to be a mainstream.
Discord changed the world before the world needed it.
Yeah.
Like, now that now we're all separated, like, there's clearly a wall between...
And what I don't get is, like, companies are still using Zoom and stuff, and I'm like, Discord's free.
Discord's free, doesn't have ads,
Like,
and it's not
I could definitely use Zoom for all my org meetings, right? I could have
Yeah.
everybody, but Discord's free.
and it's not, like, insecure
And
like Zoom.
right, exactly. There's no nudity being flagged. Well, I mean, okay, there's some people in those Discords, but I can control that at least. That's within my control. Versus Zoom with that kind of stuff, and it's free. And if you want more like bandwidth and stuff like that, people can boost the server, which we have. Shout out to you guys. That boosts servers and allows you to do more of that kind of stuff. So
I think I boosted the 517 Discord.
hey, shout out to him.
I used both my boosts.
Oh man. I've not boosted.
Yeah.
I bought Nitro for a bit and then it's so expensive now, which I get. It's free. I just said like Discord's the best. It's free, so I get it. But
well, because I was an early sporter, I pay the lower tier.
I know.
Nitro
I wish I got grandfathered in.
Yeah,
I wish.
So I still have all the. Oh, do they still do the Nitro games? I don't remember if that's still a thing.
Well, there's two now. There's like the Discord boost. You know what I mean? There's one cheap version that lets you just do animated GIFs, and then the actual boosting of the server.
$10 a month.
Yeah,
I get the $10 a month one for the $5 a month tier, but I paid for a year, so I paid it like less than $5 a month.
Yeah,
but that was good. Like, honestly, I think Nitro is worth it if you use the platform a lot. Just having that, you can really add a lot of character to your profile.
Is Discord only? I only, of course, know it in the gaming culture, right?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of where. So, do you think it'll branch out?
I hope it does. I mean, their logo is kind of a game controller, but
Well, I feel like down to the root, they're always going to be gaming. You know what I mean? Like that was where their passion was to begin with. Otherwise, they would have just made Zoom.
yeah, it was big on gaming.
So,
I think it's.
And like,
I just got to think, like, are there any, like, I know there's a lot of, like, from what I've seen, like.
Here's the issue. Gaming culture is now like every culture because everything's so mainstreamed online. The work environment.
Well, gaming used to be like the thing that, you game? You play video games? You're weird?
Gaming culture's elevated so much to the point now to where it's cool now.
Yeah, gamer
like,
is no longer...
people make millions, multi-millions of dollars gaming.
Yeah.
Just playing video games. That's it.
Yeah.
And a decade ago, your parents would have disowned you for trying to pursue that career.
Yeah. Yeah, you were the weird kid with the old...
right, the Pokemon and the stuff like that was so frowned upon as a nerd.
Yeah, even having a Game Boy, yeah, but like if you were the kid with the PC back then...
Right.
Like the playing the old Diablo and
I mean, the only stereotypes now are just your console or PC master race. It's the only gaming stereotypes now that we have. That
PC Master Race is officially the nerd status of gaming.
That's your
unless you're like just a professional like streamer, and it doesn't really matter.
Even in today now, it's like now you're still criticized until you make it.
Yeah.
If you make the money, you're cool. If you don't make the money and you want to be a pro Minecraft streamer, but you're really just a Minecraft streamer, then you're not as cool.
Yeah. Well, nowadays you need more than your skills to get by. You need to have a personality,
right? And well, as soon as Ninja took off, everybody thought they could be Ninja.
Well,
I mean, it's just
I think as soon as the YouTube gaming thing, like YouTube started the gaming culture, the Twitch came along.
Once Twitch came along, it was so oversaturated. Not at the beginning, of course, but like where we're at now, streaming so oversaturated to where.
But like recording equipment back when like 2012 when stuff came, recording equipment was expensive. You had to have a PC to record, and like you had to have like high specs in order to record.
And I mean, now average streamers can make more than they make it work.
Yeah.
3 times a week, you can make more than you make it a full-time job.
Yeah. And I like the Twitch model of income, like where the majority of your income isn't ads based, it's like donations based. Because I feel like if people truly enjoy your content, they're gonna support you. And if they can't, they can't. But you're not like invading people's televisions with 3,000
Well, I think
ads.
if you obviously the money is a necessity if you want to do it full time. But if you start streaming because of the money, you're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
It won't work. It takes too much time and time of no progress to make it. And if you're in it for the money, then that's just not going to work.
Well, I think, unfortunately, we've gotten to the point of like content creation where content creation is now industrialized.
Right.
Where there's like people are trying to make a formula.
And now it used to be a lot of solo creators like David Dobrik, an instance. But now you see organizations stepping in, not just gaming organizations, but, entertainment industries that want to buy up creators to be under that brand to where it almost doesn't work because why does a creator need a brand? I mean, I'm kind of hurting my own self here, but you know what I mean? And so it's a matter of that organization has to bring enough value to that creator to either where you're a Tfue to a Face Clan at the beginning.
Yeah.
Or Ninja's not going to go join an organization.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's bigger than any organization.
Well, there's kind of 2 types of creators nowadays where your fame is associated with you strictly, like a Ninja.
Or David Dobrik.
Or your fame is associated with, say, 100 Thieves.
Yeah, or Face Clan. Right.
Where, he's a part of 100 Thieves. He's part of FaZe. He must be good.
Right. And so I think organizations are a key job to take they take underrated creators and put them on the map is what the organization is for.
Yeah, because it's so easily to be underrated right now.
Right. Because, like, let's just look at 100 Thieves because FaZe is, I don't like to consider FaZe as much in the gaming culture as I do lifestyle now.
FaZe's lifestyle?
Yeah, I mean, they're on Snapchat now. Like, when's the last time you saw them playing video games? It's like they're in roles now. They're on a Nissan.
All I see on Twitter is like FaZe Jarvis.
FaZe? And I'm not hating on them. They've literally made from nothing, created an organization of gaming to elevated it to a complete lifestyle company now. And so, like, shout out to them. But with 100 Thieves now, that's still gaming related, but also managed to do some of the lifestyle. They've taken like Courage, who was already huge on his own, great streamer. Valkyrie, great streamer, and they've made a team. Like even Brooke came on a little later, but now they're recognized all alongside with 100 Thieves, which brings the pro scene to their fans.
Yeah, I like how they do it with where 100 Thieves isn't their cover, like
exactly
because you go to his Twitter's, Jack Courage,
right,
and it's like his brand isn't like
they're very much still
directly
their own creators.
Associated, but like 100 Thieves is a friend,
right? It's 100 Thieves made a friend group, of that everybody wanted to be in. And the thing with 100 Thieves is they created fans that were so passionate just about the brand itself to where you could see fans of the pro scene, when the pros aren't playing, go support creators of people that they would normally wouldn't watch.
Yeah, and I see that happening with 517.
Right. They start pulling fans in the community into places where they would never go before strictly because of the brand that they love so much.
It's like a TV channel.
Right. If you
Channel 517.
Yeah, right. Yeah, kind of like ESPN. You know what I mean? People like or Fox. They love it, and so they watch a game, and then like another game's on. I'll watch it. You know what I mean? So they're just able to, and I think that's really where the organization come in and kind of help a lot of creators out.
Yeah, I just I always shy away from that kind of stuff, like how FaZe used to do contracts where they're like very tight, like how they had I forget his name. Who was Tifu?
Tifu
was the person who had like contract issues.
Yeah, that they were. Well, they said they didn't actually take any of the money that the contract, but yeah, it was written in. It was a very confusing story, but
yeah, I don't remember what happened.
Still not sure on both sides, but I mean, obviously, I'd say FaZe Clan kind of came out on top of that because
yeah,
you know,
I mean, it's a legal contract,
right? Well, I mean, in FaZe Clan, you know, I think Banks did a good job at kind of handling all that.
Yeah,
obviously, there was some, you know, heated arguments on the social media platforms, but I think it was just more passion than anything. But
definitely,
you know, I don't know both sides of the full story, so I can't really give exactly what happened. All I can give is speculation, what I believe, and you know, not to say that FaZe Clan hasn't been accused of things in the past.
I think as long as like the contracts don't become like, because like that's something I see in the entertainment industry is contracts become, well, people jump on early on. They'll think, oh, this is such a good thing. And then they'll want to go off and do their own thing because they're like, oh, this is a mistake. Like,
well, and I think
they're taking all my creative freedom
away.
One
of the things that the organizations recognize, and one of the things like Tifu is the organization can't take a nobody and make him into the biggest name in esports, and then he wants to walk away from the organization.
Yeah, that's because the point of a contract. Yeah,
and that's the point of the contract. You know what I mean? Like from an organization standpoint, I totally get FaZe Clan. Yeah. You know what I mean? I totally get why they have these contracts and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I think the organization's number one responsibility should be to the player or that creator, and I think it's just about finding a balance between. Because
it'll continue to look good on the
right. And
the,
so
the
with me, so like say a player starts to take off a little bit within that organization, you know, and if he wants to leave, they're not going to get held back from me. But at the same time, then I'd look at it as I just didn't do a good enough job at connecting with that person to make them want to stay, even if they got a better, like even if they could make, you know, some more money on their own.
Because I feel like you had that before with one of the creators that got like bigger, right?
Right, yeah. You know, we've had some, I won't name anybody, but we've had creators like that in the past that, you know, get bigger, and I'd never want to hold any of them back. But at the same time, you know, it puts a lot of hard decisions to make. You know what I mean? Because people step away and stuff like that. And
because they're a good shout out to the
right, exactly. And you know, sometimes their vision doesn't align with the organizations, and so it doesn't work out. But I think at the end of the day, it's just, you know, you got to be fair to the players and just treat them the best you can. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. But I don't know, it's a sensitive topic. You know, it's difficult. Yeah, it's very situational. But yeah,
it's the job of a CEO.
Yeah, it is. That is indeed. I don't know if I'd call myself quite that yet, but
you're getting there.
Getting there. That's the goal.
I mean, effectively, how many employees do you have now?
Well, employees that are technically paid, like salaried. That depends. I'd say I'm more a group of very talented and dedicated people that work very hard for something they believe in. So I'm very grateful for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I mean, think about like this year if we didn't have the gaming culture.
If it wasn't where it was with like internet gaming and everything, and like streaming, like
people like they fill their social needs through it. You know what I mean? Like, like the extroverts, like that's where they get it from now. You know what I mean? Like gaming, viewing in the streams, getting to know people, like that's their outlet now. And
even people who I don't know if there's any like anyone big right now that started after quarantine started, but like I'm sure there's some people who got a good head start. Like maybe they determined that, oh, this is something I want to do actually, because like everyone's getting laid off, right? And they're like, you know, I've got the free time to invest in this.
And it's even for the introverts now. You know what I mean? Because you don't really have to show your face or anything like that. You can just go chat up with people and nobody knows who you are. So I mean, it allows introverts to kind of start opening up more and getting to know people, and and then eventually meeting up at TwitchCon.
Yeah, which doesn't exist.
Which, is a no-go this year, unfortunately. That was sad, but obviously, you know, the reason was known, so makes sense. But
are they postponing it or just holding it to next year?
I'm assuming I think this one just got canceled. This year's over, so I'm assuming they're not going to have 2020 and 2021. You know, like TwitchCon 2020 next year. Wouldn't make sense. So I think they just canceled this year.
I got really sad that the 2020 Olympics got canceled.
Yeah, I felt bad because of the people that work so hard to get there. Now will never get in.
Yep.
Because of their age, like, you know, because you have such a small window if you want to be in there, and that just got stripped away from them.
Yeah. And then I was disappointed that they didn't get to use such a. You see the logo for it?
That was just crazy because imagine to work so hard for your entire life to get there and then have it just be gone.
It's so perfect.
Oh man, it is. Yeah, the 2 2s. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
The sunset. It's like.
Oh, in the Tokyo. Yeah. Nice. That's wild though. I just feel bad for the creators. Yeah. Or not creators, the athletes. Yeah, I guess you could say creators. They create content for us.
Yeah.
Everybody's a creator.
Yeah, they're personalities.
Right.
Running personalities. But yeah, like, I feel like the Olympics is such a pivotal, like, come together point for the world. Like,
yeah.
Like, everyone comes together to watch that.
I mean, you just get to see the best of the best compete.
Yeah.
That's why I watch
Like, there's no negative stigma with the Olympics, necessarily.
Right. Except between countries.
There's rivalry, yeah. But, like, there isn't, oh, we need more diversity in the Olympics. No, this is just the best of the best.
Right. I mean, there's no discrimination. It's just you get there or you don't.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
It was never about what color you are, who you are, where you come from, what you look like. It was just if you could compete with the best and be the best, then you got that opportunity.
Yeah. That's the way everything should be.
Yeah. If you deserve it, you deserve it. You know, you got to work for it.
Yeah. I mean,
one of the craziest ones is the is it the like bobsledding?
Bobsledding?
Those guys that, like, you know, they lay down on like the sleds and then like go around the
Winter
tubes.
Olympics.
Yeah, but like,
yeah,
you know, they go around like that's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's like super fast.
Yeah, they're like flying at like 100 miles an hour and just I don't know. You like let your finger slip and it just gets cut off on the sled. Like it's wild to me.
Yeah,
but
and just like the slight control that you have over it.
Well, and just the records that people break every year.
Yeah.
Every year you're like, nobody's ever going to beat that. Like, that'll hold for such, and just every year another kid comes along and just proves everybody wrong.
Except that one Mario Party score I made. There's this one where
you comparing your Mario Party score to the Olympics?
Well, so a Mario Party DS is this game that you fall down a whiteboard and you have to basically get as close as you can to the finish. And you got to click it, but without going past.
Okay.
And I got it to 0.
Well.
Somehow. So it's like, no one beats that.
Broke the game.
Yeah, essentially.
What a winner.
Like, you can't really get a lower score than 0.
Right. So when is the next Winter Olympics? Because it's every 4 years.
Well, they'll be in 2 years.
Right.
For winter, because it's every 4 years.
Yeah, every 4 years, and then 2 for the
staggers with the Olympics. Right. So it'll be the 2022 wherever it is, Russia. No, they already did it. That's right. They just
When's it come to the U.S.?
They just did Vancouver 2010. Oh, I don't know.
I don't even remember when the last time we did. I was too young probably to remember the last time U.S. was.
Sochi 2014. Something. What was 2018? I don't remember.
I don't know.
And then
nobody likes this dude. I mean, also, like, Winter Olympics in Russia is way cooler than the U.S. So.
Yeah, but like, we could have like the Denver 2022.
The Denver, yeah. Everybody out there getting high, skiing down the slopes.
Yeah. I feel like Denver is the perfect place for the Olympics or something.
Yeah,
it's
for
right
Winter
in the
Olympics.
center.
Yeah, for Winter Olympics, yeah.
Yeah.
Summer Olympics could do West Coast or
Los Angeles 2021 or what?
I don't know about LA. I don't think there's much out there to.
Yeah, the thing is, there's already too many people there. We don't need that kind of traffic.
Yeah, you don't want that kind of traffic there.
Yeah,
it's just gonna fall off into the ocean. Too much weight. Too much weight.
Weight.
Yep. Too much weight.
Yes.
San Andreas fault line's just gone.
Yeah, it's crushed by billions of people.
They've been saying that's gonna break for since I've been born.
At least it's going to sink.
In a year and a half. Even The Rock did a movie on it. You know, I thought it was going to happen, but
yeah.
I see 2012, the movie happening.
The Rock's the only one holding it up.
Yeah, I see 2012, that movie happening before the San Andreas Fault. But
did you hear the thing where apparently when they switched the calendar?
Yeah, the Mayan calendar this year was actually 2012. Was actually the end of the world. Saw that. I'm like, that's not good. Yeah, the Mayans, like the calendar switch would actually make this year 2012. Yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, this year was the end of the world.
It's like,
oh, it kind of makes sense.
It's been a rough year so far. I mean, it's been good, but for some people, it's been a really rough year.
I don't think it's really been good for anyone.
Yeah, it's been tough. I mean, some companies are doing really well, and others just aren't.
Well, it's the companies that were not reliant on, essentially.
Yeah, it's the company. Yeah,
like McDonald's is going to keep on making money regardless of how the employees feel.
Like YouTube gaming and Twitch and stuff like that didn't really see a fluctuation.
In fact, they just got better.
Yeah. So it just depends, and I think that's one thing companies. Well, the other thing is, the big thing is seeing the companies now seeing how their employees can work from home when they're paying for these $100 million a year in, renting and like building spaces downtowns and stuff like that, offices, and realizing that they can just buy people a laptop, computer, and a desk and just be like, all right, here's your salary, good to go.
Yeah, I just think I think in like companies for that, they're a part of their company. You have to have like a community for employees,
right?
So like, it's not exactly optional. Otherwise, I'm pretty.
And I'd like to think that after this, the world would be better prepared for this next time.
Considering that. The U.S. at least. I think the world's fine.
I think I'm not even just talking. I'm not talking like the politics behind it or the laws or the equipment. I'm just thinking,
I think people haven't necessarily gotten smarter.
Like businesses to think like, if something were to happen, like people can work online or like safer environment. You know what I mean? To where like, contact and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
just like to think that, but we'll see.
Yeah, I just think.
Hope I'm not here to find out.
Yeah. I just think people haven't necessarily gotten smarter.
Yeah. It's crazy, though.
Considering, masks. I mean,
it's a crazy world that we live in. That is for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
We've kind of been all over here. We kind of started off with no politics to TikToks.
I think there's light politics.
Yeah, light politics. That's the thing, though. In today's world, it's how do you not?
You can't not. I mean, like... I think it's good that we're bringing a lot of stuff to light now. Like, there's a lot of stuff that went onto the table that just, like, yeah.
I think this year is definitely, for one thing, at least for our generation, made people more aware to how important politics is and to know their history and the future and how things work. I think it's one thing.
Knowing that they have a voice.
Yeah, knowing, well, not just the voice, but knowing that they have the power to change things. Yeah. And like that they can run for those positions and like start changing the world to how they want it to. Yeah. But overall, I think this was a good first podcast. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys did too. Thank you all for listening and for tuning into our first episode. We hope there's many more to come and hopefully some special guests to come along as well.
Yeah, because I'm not special enough.
And then no comment. No, but it was good. So thank you, everybody. And here's the next one. So
yeah, definitely.
This is the Indie in the Area podcast, and we are signing off.
Yeah.
Cool.
At this point, we can just stop recording.
Just keeps going.
Edit it out.
No, let's just put this part in too.
Yeah.
Let's just leave this part in. Just 30 minutes of just like, is it off?